I'm going to teach you a 90-90 deep abdominal activation, and we're going to add a crunch today. So many of us are very dominant through our six-pack muscles, but then we're also sometimes very weak through there. So we want to be able to have good deep core activation and then use our movers like our six-pack. So I like to start in 90-90. Depending on where you're at, you might want to put something under your shoulders or under like a pillow under your upper back to give you a little bit of a lift before you even start. And that way you're not having to work as hard. But ideally you want to start with a long, strong spine with your legs up. So I'm going to show you that position, the start position first. So legs up. You're going to think about still having hamstrings active, zipping through your core. You can add a block between your knees for deeper lower core activation. It's just when you squeeze the block, it helps you find those deep low core muscles a little bit more. You want your ribs nice and down, and then you're going to find your TA, so that zip from the bottom up. And then you're going to think about keeping that activation as you lift your head and shoulders. And then coming down. And then relax if you need to. If you don't need to, you can go through a few repetitions. So hamstrings on, deep abdominal zip, squeeze in the block. And come down and then relax. The reason I have my hands here is as a cue to my brain to say, keep that hug, keep that cinch as you come up. Don't push out. And so once you get good at it, you can come further and further, slow and controlled lowering. You can take your hands off. You can do repetitions. You can go more quickly. You can cross your arms. I tend to stay away from behind the head just because I don't want to pull my neck, but you can kind of explore with that. What I was saying earlier, if it's harder to do, you can put something under your shoulders to kind of prop you up and then crunch from there. So it's a little bit less of a crunch, but you're starting to work in the mid-range, which is where we're the strongest typically. Okay? So we want to be able to crunch to help with DRA, but not until we have good abdominal activation. Hope you enjoy this